Harrison and I just like really wanted to find a way to drink on the job and also needlepoint. Harrison, I just feel like I have turned you into exactly the kind of man I wanted you to be. Okay? Because
I'm your Frankenstein.
literally look at you stitching and look at you playing mahjong, borrowing my mahjong stuff.
It is actually really cool to feel yourself getting better at something.
Exactly.
And something that's not necessarily tied to like
money
or your career.
Would you wear a needlepoint belt?
It's a little too straight or it's a little too gay. Speaking of like things that we learned from Ina, one thing that I've really picked up over the years is to surround yourself with gays.
That's huge. And, that's something I'm literally currently practicing. Who do you think would win in a fight? Ina Garten or Martha Stewart?
Martha Stewart. I had a needlepoint project get stolen on a train in Italy.
Sick. If anyone could just give Harrison a book deal, we would like really appreciate that.
Hey guys,
that's
hit me
huge
up.
for us.
It's the year where it's like everyone in my life is turning 30.
Yeah.
Including me.
Should we talk about that or
no?
Hi, house guest. Welcome back to my home this week. Harrison Wallace, my bestie, is coming over, and we are just going to be stitching and chatting. We are needle pointing. We are talking about Ina Garten, Martha Stewart, what they've taught us. We're actually in the midst of planning a birthday party for Ina Garten, so we just have a lot of things to cover. Harrison just got back from Vegas, as always. If I were to pre-film every intro for Harris, I could safely say, like, he just got back from Vegas because he's there literally every single weekend. So, and he recently got into mahjong. Like, Harrison is just becoming the exact mold of a person that I wanted him to be, and it's beautiful to watch. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoy, and let's welcome Harrison into my home. Cheers.
Cheers.
We're cheering.
We're so back, baby.
We're so back. I can't even speak. I haven't even had a sip of wine. I was like, we're cheering. What? We're cheersing.
We're cheersing.
Okay, well, welcome. On this podcast, guys, we did want to say, starting off the top, we are incredibly vain.
We're incredibly shallow.
And what else did I say?
We have to like look at ourselves a million times before we can commit to pressing record.
We like to just like make sure the angles are good, the lighting is good. Oh, and we like to drink on the job.
And we drink on the job.
That's what it was.
That's what happens here on the House Guest Podcast.
That's what happens here on the House Guest Podcast. Exactly.
I am so excited to be here.
Oh, well, thank God.
And so I'm fresh off the plane from Vegas. We got in late last night.
Shocker.
It's funny because I'm like ordinarily not like a Vegas person.
From the naked eye, you're not a Vegas guy.
I know, but you start peeling back the layers.
The more you peel back the layers, it's like an onion.
You start peeling back the layers and it's like pretty obvious.
Yeah.
But no, we just kind of like on a whim decided to go for the weekend.
Yeah.
And didn't leave the hotel once.
It's like every other week we're at dinner or we're doing something or whatever, and I hear from you or Caroline like, oh yeah, we're going to Vegas this weekend. And I'm like, when did that happen? I talked to you guys literally like, I talked to one of you like at least once an hour. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, all of a sudden like they're in Vegas. Like, so there's sometimes I don't even know that you guys are going.
This was a stealthy trip, I will say.
Yeah, it was.
This was a stealthy trip because it was pretty last minute.
You are like the only person who practically has a Vegas residency, but like it's unpaid.
I know. Oh yeah.
And you pay.
It goes in the reverse.
Yeah.
It's a Vegas residency where I'm paying to do it.
Yeah.
But no, we had such a good time. It was so relaxing.
Can you tell everyone like let's give like the Wallace family way to Vegas.
Okay, the Wallace family way to Vegas is you gotta stay somewhere really nice, first of all.
First of all, that's the only thing they care about.
I will say, it does matter where you stay. People that go on trips and they're like, oh, I don't care where we sleep. Like, we're just gonna crash at the hotel. We're not gonna spend any time there. What are you talking about? Literally, what are you talking about? It has to be nice or else I'm not going.
Hey, that's fair.
Anyway, stay somewhere you really, really like. Make friends with the bartender.
Oh, and that might be the number one piece of advice.
Find a place with like a really good breakfast menu.
Huge. And
just like camp out. It doesn't. The hotel could be in Vegas. It could be anywhere. It could be in Indianapolis for all I care. But if you have a great bar and a great breakfast, I'm coming to relax. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. No, like you're there.
Yeah. So I guess we technically left the hotel property once. I played some slot machines, as I like to do when I go.
Did you have any luck?
Well, in the beginning I did.
Okay.
So I gave myself like a $60 limit. So I'm not spending more than $60. And when it's gone, it's gone. And put in my first 20 on the Whitney Houston slot machine.
Naturally.
Well, I mean, I was really immediately drawn to it.
Like where else would you put that $20 into?
And like third button press, I don't know what you call it. Third time I pressed the button on the slot machine, I turned my $20 into $55.
Okay, so you're rich at this point.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm a high roller. I can pay off Bruno Mars's gambling debt.
Is that real, by the way?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Apparently he's in deep.
That's tough.
And I think it's dark.
That's
Dude.
honestly us if things go south.
Oh, I know. Girl, don't even say it. Anyway, turned my $20 into 55 and immediately turned that 55 plus another 40 into 35 cents.
Okay, so we went backwards there.
But I put the little 35-cent cash out voucher in my junk journal.
Oh, I love that.
So,
I didn't even know you have a junk journal.
It's like my planner, junk journal, it's all kind of one thing.
That's actually really sweet.
So yeah, it was actually really fun.
You didn't want to cash that?
Back. I said, you know what? The memories matter more
Totally.
than getting my 35 cents back.
You're about experiences. You don't need the money.
Exactly. Exactly. Life's meant to be lived.
It is meant to be lived. I think we forgot to tell them what we were doing.
I think you're right.
Guys, we're needlepointing. Welcome to House Guest. Harrison and I just like really wanted to find a way to drink on the job and also needlepoint. So we're here, we're stitching away. And that's what we do on a day-to-day basis. Like this was kind of inspired by the fact that like Harrison comes over like every week and we stitch.
It's inspired by our daily life. And we thought, why not? You know, just bring everybody in.
Bring you into the equation. So we're just sitting here. We're going to obviously, we also have a Ina Garten birthday party that we have to plan. And I figured like, let's kill two. And you know what? We have to book our Stitcher treat. So why not kill two birds with one stone and just get this done?
Yeah, this is perfect.
I love this.
It's absolutely perfect. What are you working on, by the way?
Okay, so I'm actually, and I say this like with all love in my heart because I am afraid of being shot down in cold blood. Okay, I have received a couple of death threats. I'm not kidding. Just in the past couple of weeks because the friend of mine, needlepoint canvas drop. Which, by the way, we never sell out of anything in 30 minutes. So my cat would be happy for me. But, you know, I'm like,
can you not let me have this one thing?
Yeah, can you not let me have this? Like, this feels amazing. I'm on such a high. But we sold out of our, like, friend of mine needlepoint drop very quickly. And yeah, so that's been something. It's been something. So anyways, with that being said, I am stitching the dolly chicken. This is their classic dolly.
So cute.
And
I love the pink bow.
Look what I already did. I don't even know if I sent you guys a photo of this. Cowgirl dolly.
Oh, it's so cute. I love the velvet.
She's looking amazing. I did some velvet, and I also went in with something crazy. I went in with, it's called fuzzy stuff.
Oh my gosh, yes. I use that on my polo bear.
It's kind of a bitch to stitch with a little bit.
A little bit. It takes some wrangling. But it's like alpaca, right?
You know, Harrison, you're a lot smarter than me and you know a lot more.
The one I use was alpaca. Because Marianne at Savile Needleworks, shout out.
Well, obviously, that's, of course, where I got this from.
Yeah, and Marianne will tell you. She's a threadhead.
She is a threadhead.
Like, I'm like, girl. I'm supposed to go see her this week because we're going to work on some stitches for a new project I'm working on.
Oh, I love that.
So I'm going to make a
It's so special. Harrison, I just feel like, not to take credit, but like, I feel like I have turned you into exactly the kind of man I wanted you to be. Okay? Because
I'm your Frankenstein.
Literally, look at you stitching and look at you playing Mahjong, borrowing my Mahjong stuff.
That was when I really knew that we'd been like Kenzie pilled to the extreme. Was when I physically packed not one but two travel mahjong sets for this weekend.
Absolutely. And isn't this the best?
And used them. It's
just the best way to live.
It kind of is, actually.
It is.
It really is. I was on a phone call today and I was talking with someone about mahjong. And
it always comes up,
It always comes back to it. And she said she took like a mahjong class. Mm-hmm. And she said like 2 hours into the class, it was like, okay, now let's start playing.
Oh, yeah.
Which is a little bit what it feels like.
It is a little bit what it feels like, but I didn't teach y'all the Charleston. I taught y'all messy because I just wanted you to get everything else. I think everyone should learn messy first and then learn the Charleston because you guys understand hands and stuff now.
Right.
Not to get so into the weeds here on the podcast, but I really do believe like that's what needs to happen.
Yeah, I'd agree with you.
It's really,
but I mean, like little hobbies and interests, like, you know, whether it's mahjong or needlepoint or
junk journaling,
knitting, junk journaling, sewing, whatever it is, like it is really nice. Let me silence my cell phone.
Okay, so we're not so professional here either because we're drinking on the job. Like, what'd you guys expect?
Sorry, you guys. It is actually really cool to feel yourself getting better at something.
Exactly.
And something that's not necessarily tied to like
money
or your career or like self-worth. Like there's no pressure to it. And I think that is a little joy that everyone should afford themselves.
I agree. And like I do say that as I've monetized quite literally all of them.
Exactly.
But keep in mind that it doesn't feel that way when I'm doing it. Like when I'm stitching myself.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's just the beauty of it. It really is so special. I just recorded a whole Grandma Hobbies 101 podcast as solo.
Oh, cute.
And I said all that because I think it's great for like confidence. I think it's great for
It is.
like you just are a
finding
happier
community
person.
with people.
Literally, that's what I said. I'm like
common interests.
because
Totally.
it's also amazing because you know like my favorite demographic is like a woman over the age of 65.
Absolutely.
And like that's pretty much all my hobbies. That's kind of what they entail, and I love that about them. You know. Did you happen to watch Ina Garten on Amy Poehler's podcast?
I saw bits and pieces, but didn't Miss Amy just win a Golden Globe for this podcast?
Miss Amy just won a Golden Globe, and I'm obsessed with that for her.
Yeah.
And it's 6 months old. And I keep telling everyone, by the way, as if like it's not the most popular podcast in the world right now.
Yeah, huge.
It's huge. But I keep telling everyone to go back and like listen to these podcast episodes. Yeah. But we're going to talk also about like things that like Ina Garten, Martha Stewart have taught us. And what I love the most about my list of things that they taught us is, or taught me personally, is that they contradict each other completely. Because those two women hate each other. With everything in them.
I was thinking about this while I was walking the dog this morning.
It's just like, what are you going to do?
I think they have more in common than people might think on the surface. Mm-hmm. They sometimes appear as opposites, but having read Ina's memoir like we have, you kind of see that she really is a go-getter. And
she is.
She can be very assertive and goes after what she wants and is really clear on what she wants. I think they just have different ways of going about it, you know?
Yeah, and to Ina, I feel like things are not nearly as deep as they are to Martha. And it all comes back to Susie Welch values. I do think they just have different values. Like, I think that, like, whereas Martha, like, famously says, like, your career and your garden won't leave you, your husband will. Like, it is very evident that with Ina, like, obviously, her marriage is, like, probably her most important thing. Yeah. And that's just, like, that, I forget the name of that for their values. That's Charlie's number one value, too. It's, like, your partnership, is number one. No, they definitely do have a lot in common, but I do feel like Ina is a lot more laid back.
Yeah.
Than Martha. But on the Amy Poehler podcast, seriously, fake fan. I cannot believe you haven't watched the episode. But
I know.
It's kind of crazy.
If the podcast, other than yours, if a podcast doesn't like recap a Bravo show, chances are I'm not listening to it.
But you would love this one.
I know.
The one with Ina specifically. Yeah. I have it also. I live essentially alone, so like I have it on in the background all the time. Mm-hmm. But like Charlie and I watched the Ina one together, and when she talks about Jeffrey, she says something, and I'm like, I'm glad she said it because I feel like a bitch whenever. It's not okay when I say it, but it's okay when she says it.
Wait, what did she say?
She talks about how she's just talking about how much she loves Jeffrey and how he's the greatest man on earth, as we know.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. The other thing I was promoting is our Ina Garten book club episode where Harrison and I wear wigs and dress up as Ina Garten and recap her memoir. I mean, it's one of the best.
My wig was so off; it was hilarious.
I actually bought more. Just so we could have them on hand for the party. But it was absolutely incredible. That was Harrison's first time here. Anyway, Ina just like loves her man. And she's talking about how when people tell her like that they found a Jeffrey, she's like,
I've seen
she's like, that's sweet, but you didn't. Like,
you didn't.
And that's how I feel when people say that about Charlie.
Right.
But I like couldn't say that because that sounds mean. But it's okay when Ina Garten says it and they're like, I found my Charlie. And I'm like, but like no one's better than Charlie. So or like equivalent. So like you didn't, but I'm happy for you. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And
that's
I love
cute.
that about her.
That's really cute.
I just love her so much.
Speaking of like things that we learned from Ina, one thing that I've really picked up over the years is to surround yourself with gays.
That's huge. And you know, that's something I'm literally currently practicing.
Famously.
I'm always practicing that.
I know. And not just any gays, but like multi-talented gays.
Absolutely. Most are.
So I have a new gay florist in my life. Not like in the romantic sense.
Did you find him on TikTok?
No.
There's someone that
I did not, and I know who you're thinking about, and it's not that person. But
okay.
Shout out to Jimmy at the Central Market Floral Department. He hooks me up every time.
I love that.
He did the flowers for Thanksgiving. He did our flowers for Christmas. Flowers for my brother and sister-in-law's rehearsal dinner.
Wow.
Jimmy's been on it, and every time I come in, I'm like, "Hi, Jimmy."
Wait, I love that.
Yeah, he knows exactly what I'm looking for because I live in fear that you'll pick up flowers from a florist and they're gonna look like shit. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, they're just gonna look like so tacky. And like Jimmy, he would never give me like one of those like multicolored Gerber daisy type arrangements.
It's not for you.
It's not going to fly with Jimmy, and it's definitely not going to fly with me.
Definitely. And if it doesn't work for Jimmy, it doesn't work for you.
He understands that.
I like that. That you're kind of that to me.
Oh my God, that's really special.
Yeah, like I like that. Also, I like that you're like a tastemaker, so it's just like nice, you know? Tastemaker. What do you say? You know what I was thinking this morning? Like, when are we going to get this like cookbook deal going for you? Like, when's that on the horizon? Harrison's been booming lately. Business has been booming.
Business is good. I'm not going to lie to you.
It's really good, Harrison.
A book is totally totally on the horizon for me. Nothing concrete is like, just to be so transparent with everybody listening, nothing in that direction is moving in any kind of formal sense. But I'm knocking some ideas around.
So like if any like publishers are listening.
Yeah, if there's any publishers listening, like please hit my line. Like I am available to have a chat.
And to work. You know, it's crazy. You'd be shocked by who tunes into Housecast because Macy and I were talking about like NBC Universal, all of this stuff with the tours. They reached out for the clip and they sent me a gift yesterday. I know.
From NBC Universal.
Yeah, isn't that amazing? For the for SNL for tours.
Oh.
Yeah, so if anyone could just give Harrison a book deal, we would like really appreciate that.
Hey guys,
that's
hit me
huge
up.
for us. Imagine that book tour. Like Caroline and I will definitely be following on that.
Oh, I'd make Caroline like my little assistant.
Well, you're gonna make her your bitch.
Yeah, she already is. Caroline's my sister, for anyone not familiar. And she's sitting just off camera, also needlepointing.
Yeah, she's also stitching. She's another one of my converts.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. You know what I think is also something that maybe I like learned from Martha Stewart, but not really like, I didn't really realize it. I think it's so important to like start your own cult. Like if you don't have the right cult to join, maybe something isn't like standing out to you necessarily. Maybe it's time to start your own. And I think Martha did that. And maybe that's something that like I just kind of took from her. You know what I mean? Because I think it's really important to start a cult. And I also like, again, not to brag, but I do feel like I'd be a good cult leader.
I think you would actually. In a way, you kind of are. You know, in a way, isn't every influencer a bit of a cult leader?
Yeah, that's so deep.
You know?
I don't know about everyone.
Some of them I'm like, okay, you couldn't influence your way out of a paper bag.
That's fair. That's real.
But, you know, that's just coming from a tastemaker.
No, and now that Harrison is a tastemaker. Literally. Harrison, you need to be like meaner on the internet in general. Like that's what people don't know about you, that you have it in you.
Oh, I have it in me. I definitely have it in me. But I don't know. I have to be mean about the right things.
No, and I don't
ever want to yuck anyone's yum.
I don't really mean to be like mean to people. Like I don't think we should do that. But more so I think you should just have more of like an attitude. Like you can have like I think it's good like you're allowed to have like maybe it's more of like strong opinions. Yeah. I think that's huge.
Yeah, that's so true.
Like you take a stance on your hotels. Like I actually don't care like where I stay ever. But like I stay
that surprises
I don't
me
care.
About you, actually.
But it's not like in a really this sounds really pick me and I don't mean it that way, but like the most shocking thing about me is that I'm actually like very low maintenance. Yeah. Like if I'm on a trip, I will sleep on the floor. I don't care. I grew up with so many siblings. Like I didn't have the when you grow up in like that big of a family, it's not even like I didn't have the option. I mean, I wouldn't have anyway, but like it's just not. I understand why I would come off as like very high maintenance. I'm just not. Yeah. You know? I say that as I like, you know, I love a blowout, but I love like high maintenance things. Don't get me wrong. Of course. Obviously.
Well, there are high maintenance things you do to be low maintenance in the long run.
Exactly. You know? So is it really high maintenance at all?
No, not at all. I don't think so.
Exactly. Do you think that all the girls are like watching on YouTube right now and like needlepointing with us?
I would really love that. In fact, if you are, I want to see photo proof. The one thing, and okay, you talked about this in your video with the Penny Lynn founder. Great episode, by the way.
Thank you.
And you were talking about like needlepoint TikTok.
Oh, yes.
And it's funny. So like since I started sharing needlepoint stuff, if I ever get stopped in public, like sometimes now more commonly it's because of needlepoint. Yes. They might have ever seen like a recipe or anything. But it's funny how small but involved that very particular niche is on TikTok specifically.
I've been trying to explain this to like our team that we work with a friend of mine, and I'm like, because not all of like only one of them needlepoints, and I'm like, you don't understand the like how engaged the needle cult is. It is a different level. And like I've been on the internet for 10 years. Yeah. I have shared so many things. I'm in every single hobby. Yeah. There is nothing that is more highly engaged than needlepoint. Sourdough and mahjong, they're just gonna tell you to like die basically and that they hate you. But like in needlepoint, they're like supportive and nice and everyone's like really in it. And when you're in it, it feels like you have this secret that like you know what I mean?
I know. One thing about me is like every Wednesday it comes around and I'm like, here we go. Oh, absolutely. And I just want to say, if you are like a young woman, a young needle pointer out there, and you have like 200 followers. Oh, I'm and there. You have like 3 likes on your Whip Wednesday, I'm one of those likes.
And I'm the other.
I love it. I love seeing what you're working on. You guys are killing it.
No, I'm obsessed.
Obsessed.
Though I feel like my entire For You page is like people under 5,000 followers
And that's
who
what I love
make
to
Whip
see.
Wednesdays.
Yes.
Like that's like what I like to see.
That's my absolute favorite.
And honestly, I think that's like the key. That's another thing I was saying in the hobbies episode, but I do think that's the key of like not hating being online. Like social media is not a place that's like draining for me at all. Like it's actually like I don't scroll a bunch now because we're needle pointing. But
I felt like that when I deleted Twitter. Not to like toot my own horn, but I deleted Twitter pre-Elon.
yeah,
Just saying.
I haven't had Twitter on my phone in like 6 years.
It's a cesspool.
It is.
I can only imagine what it looks like now.
It has to be. Oh my god, I can't. I honestly, it's such a dark place. Are people even really still on Twitter, like, or X? God, seriously.
I think people use it for.
Okay, got it. You guys can make that out.
Yeah.
Because there's no censorship.
Yeah.
Got it.
Exactly.
Maybe that is.
Maybe there's something to that.
Maybe there is something to that.
You know what?
Later.
Let's get back on Twitter right now.
Harris is gonna be in the kitchen and I see him like downloading X.
Yep. Making a user account under a fake name.
Okay, should we get to like how we're planning our Ina birthday
Okay,
thing?
let's talk through this.
Okay, so here's the thing. I think we do it as a potluck where it's like cookbook club. This
Love
is my
that.
pitch to you, Harrison.
I'm listening.
Okay, so Ina Garten's birthday is coming up. So I texted Harrison and I said, we obviously have to do her birthday party.
Yep.
And so this is what I've done so far. I've ordered some Ina Garten candles. Those are cute. Love them. Did I
Oh,
send
the
them
one
to you? I
you
can't
sent me
remember.
the picture,
Yes. So I got those. I did get a couple wigs,
Great.
which is huge. That's like a really big thing. Everyone has to have a wig.
Mm-hmm.
Like you gotta have a wig. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have until I think that we do potluck where everyone, and I have got a bunch of Ina cookbooks.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna make a little Ina garland. I'm thinking I'm gonna cut out her face and like have
Oh
him
my
dangling
God,
down. That's gonna be
that is
huge.
so cute.
And everyone needs to bring an Ina dish. I call the engagement chicken because
Okay.
I kill the engagement chicken.
Okay, great. That's fine. I think one of my favorite Ina recipes is her chicken thighs with creamy mustard sauce.
Oh, could you please?
I could do
that.
Do we need 2 chicken dishes though?
Yes.
Okay.
It doesn't matter because
Okay.
it's whatever. And I was thinking, I'm like, are we doing this like dinner party style or are we doing this more of like party? I think it's kind of like a mix.
I think it's kind of a mix. I don't know if we need to do like a full sit down, we're gonna eat dinner, of course.
yeah,
I
but
don't
it'd be
think
like a
we
more
need-
casual sit down.
I think maybe more like your Friendsgiving. I don't think we need
Yes. Yes.
a full.
Okay, I like that.
How many people?
That's the next question.
Okay.
I don't know because we also have to invite our friends who are like Ina enthusiasts. Like if you're not an Ina enthusiast, like or we
You're
can't
not welcome here.
exactly. Like
just
I need someone to
saying.
appreciate it. Like if you're not going to be invited to Ina's birthday party, like you know what I mean.
Exactly. This is real heads only.
This is. So we've got to like really think that one through. But I
Okay.
think we could do, I mean, I'm open to opening the floor up for people just because they're our near and dear friends.
Of course.
So they can be invited.
Of course.
That'll be fine. I think we do. Here's my problem though. It's like, do we do 10 to 12? But then like my dining table fits like 7. You know what I mean? That's what I'm wondering. I could bring out another table.
Yeah, we could do multiple tables.
Yeah.
Because if we did some there, some seating outside.
I just hate separating it because it feels like a separate party. That's my fear. But since it's not as, I think because it's a little bit more casual, I think
be
it'll be
okay.
okay.
It'll
Because
probably
then
be
we can come outside and we could even end the night with like some mahjong. Ina, does she play mahjong? I've never
Probably
seen it.
not.
I don't think so. Why don't Ina and Martha and mahjong and needlepoint, by the way?
I feel like they probably have at some point, but maybe don't like partake currently.
Yeah, Martha probably like thinks she's too young for needlepoint. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I got the Martha manual like very recently and I was going through it because there's like a calendar in the book of like things you should do every month to keep your house like organized and on top of it.
The cleaning book, is that what you're talking
Yeah,
about?
it's amazing. And it's all like, because I used to be like, oh, she's probably like, I don't have time for that. But it's all like sewing and knitting anyway. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
So I need to know.
That's a great question, actually.
Yeah. So maybe we do 10 to 12. We just see who's available. We get everyone's availability.
I will say this for all the celebs listening.
Of course.
If you're not capitalizing on needlepoint right now,
Oh, you are.
What are you doing?
You were so sorely mistaken.
First of all, for Ina and Martha specifically,
Yeah.
your name and likeness is being used all over this industry without your
Literally.
permission.
Literally. I know. Well, you know, I know. And we have What Would Martha Do? What Would Ina Do? Canvas is coming out. I know. It's a little scary.
That's one thing about needlepoint.
Oh, let's talk about it because I actually have a lot. So names are different. I've looked into this with like my lawyer, obviously, so we weren't going to get sued.
No, of course.
But the way in which they just use and abuse licensing it's a level I've never seen before. Can you like give them some context for like people who aren't part of the needle cult? Guys, this is some like legal drama if you guys are interested.
When you walk into a needlepoint store and you want to like shop for a canvas, it is incredibly common to see logos of known brands, restaurants. That's really big. Images of celebrities or characters that are 100% like protected IP owned by somebody. Mm-hmm. And yet someone else is like using that, name, image, logo, likeness, whatever it is to sell a needlepoint canvas. And I guess just because the industry is so relatively small, it doesn't seem like a big enough fish for like Disney to go after.
Well, Disney actually did recently go after.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, I think. But like, yeah, a lot of that is what was happening because that was my first question. Yeah. And they were saying like it's too small. Before it wasn't really online. So how are they going to find it walking into an LNS? Right. But now, I mean, it's kind of crazy. And then a lot of them like Ralph's knows about it. They don't care because it's like to them, like they're never going to do that. So it doesn't really matter. And like realistically, like it is kind of good for like people that are spending all that. Like it is actually kind of good for them, you know? But no, I had a lot of questions. Right. But really, I think it's just the industry has been so small. Now things are happening because like Penny Len's licensing a ton of people right now. Yeah.
Well, like I did an SMU canvas for an ornament, and it was like an officially like licensed NCAA product. Like had like the little sticker on it, like you'd see on a baseball cap.
Oh yeah.
But it's just funny. And then there's lots and lots of controversy online in the community about people who steal stitch designs.
That's been a huge thing this week. I've seen that too.
Like this is just like diet soda canvas from Morgan Julia Designs, who's the needlepoint artist.
Love her, by the way. Yes. Okay, do you know that when we were at Crew and that girl that I was talking to before we left, the blonde at the table next to us, that's Morgan Julia, right?
No way.
Yeah, that's who I was talking to.
Okay,
yeah, small world.
Maybe she'll be there when we go back this summer.
Oh, she probably will. Speaking of, I think we should extend our trip. But anyway, we'll get back to that later.
I know. We have actually a lot to get to today. It's crazy.
Yeah, we do.
But people will like buy a blank canvas and essentially copy this design or whatever design and stitch it for themselves without buying the painted canvas that someone else has created.
Or the digital chart.
Or the digital chart or the download or whatever it is, which, is not great.
It's not the best.
It's not the best. Sure. But at the same time, there's a lot of like just general IP theft happening.
Exactly. My favorite thing is when someone's doing that and it's like a Dr. like Diet Coke can, and I'm like, babe.
I know.
Like, let's really talk about this.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I'm just a little bit confused on that. No, there's been a lot of drama on that. I have been seeing that.
I'm almost like afraid to speak on it because they're gonna like come for me.
No, I mean I will. Like, look, if it's like an original design, of course, support the artist.
Yeah,
like this industry is built off stealing people's designs.
Buy the canvas. Yeah. Like, I know.
I don't want to say built off. Of course, like especially originally, a lot of it's like creative art and like it's not okay to steal these canvases. It is wrong to do. Regardless.
It is wrong to do.
But it is just funny because no one's talking about the fact that everyone's stealing like their design, like the bigger designs. You know what I mean? So, like, that'll be, like, very interesting and very crazy. Mm-hmm. A very crazy, crazy time. It is interesting, too, because with needlepoint, and, like, we'll move on to a different subject soon, but with needlepoint, I thought if I talked about it too much, it would ostracize my audience. I thought they would have, like, no interest and, like, click out, and it's done quite the opposite.
How funny.
Quite the opposite. And this is all we like to do, We like
baby.
To sit here and mahjong and needlepoint, and it's just an amazing life that we live. And throw a party for Ina's
Garten. Birthday.
Oh, I was going to do birthday hats with Ina's face on them as well. I've been working on those, just kind of in the studio a little bit.
You're in the stew. Have you, like, taken to the Cricut machine or something?
No, it'll be a simple print and tape,
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm not, like, I love a Cricut, but it's at my grandma's house.
Gotcha.
And, like, I'm not going to do that.
I don't know if I could figure out a Cricut machine. That seems really intense.
It's, like, an amazing machine, but, like, it's definitely something that, like, my grandma does for me. You know what I mean?
I long to have the entrepreneurial spirit and the gumption that these, like, Cricut machine businesses do.
100%. I long to have that for, like, anyone who owns an Etsy shop.
Oh, my God. There was a point in time, like, when Cricuts really first hit the scene. Like, what was it, like, 2010s, early 2010s? If you were, like, the one PTA mom at school with the Cricut machine, you were the most popular girl on the block.
And it's like you
got them
almost
eating
want
out of the
to...
palm of your hand.
No, and you almost want to throw it out. It's like when you're the only guy who has a truck and suddenly you're moving people every weekend.
Yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
mean? It's like, God, not for me.
You're just taking advantage of me for my cricket machine.
Literally,
you don't love me, you love my cricket.
You only want me for my cricket.
You only want me for my cricket.
And that's like actually the harsh reality that these PTA moms are facing in 2010.
Mm-hmm.
That's dark, actually.
It is dark.
That's really dark. I need you to
Really
watch
dark.
the Ina Garten Amy Poehler episode. It's actually
Okay.
kind of making me sick. And she it's just so cute. She's so giddy in it. And she's so happy and excited to be there. And I won't spoil it, but she brings her a gift. It's really sweet. Another thing that I absolutely loved that Martha Stewart said in her documentary on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen it.
Yes,
Correct?
I
Okay.
have.
I love when she talks about how she had an affair, but her affair was different than her ex-husband's affair.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes on and on about how that affair was so awful. And then they go, hey, like, Martha, but what about your affair? And she goes, oh, he didn't know about that. And they go, he did, he said that. And she goes, no, he didn't. And she moves on, and I love that about her. Like, I really respect the hell out of that. I really do.
Martha Stewart will just, like, she'll hear what you have to say.
Yeah.
She'll receive it and then make a very quick determination as to whether or not that fits into her reality.
Exactly.
And if it doesn't, poof, gone.
If it's out of her
as
narrative.
if it never happened.
Exactly. You know, that's
Doesn't matter.
literally what it was, because she's like, that didn't happen. She's like, oh, my affair, it was hardly an affair. And I love that about her. Like, I think that's incredible. Like, she just really, she has a very powerful mind, and I like that she gets to
certainly
rewrite
has a powerful
history.
mind, yeah.
She certainly does. And that was, like, probably my favorite part about the documentary.
Mm-hmm.
I loved that one, personally. Because, like, that was kind of just everything to me.
Yeah.
You know? She's such a special woman.
A very special woman indeed.
Who do you think would win in a fight? Ina Garten or Martha Stewart?
Martha Stewart.
Me too. Ina doesn't have it in her.
She doesn't. And it's like, I don't know. I just don't see Ina feeling very dignified about that. You know?
No, because, like, Martha would, like, definitely have, like, a training camp. And Ina would be, like, at home.
Yeah.
Making some meals with Jeffrey. They'd
Yeah.
probably go to Paris for a couple
Yeah.
weeks.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Then the fight would happen.
Yep.
I mean, definitely not sanctioned. And, well, just kind of be it.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Martha has, like,
She's been
Floyd
in
Mayweather is training her.
kickboxing training
Yeah.
for weeks.
For weeks.
She's had multiple sparring partners.
Mm-hmm. And Ina has, like, barely checked her email. So, like, that's why it would
I
never.
don't think she like has to.
You know what's the
I think someone just kind
craziest-
of tells her what's there.
You know, she only has, like, one full-time employee.
Yeah. She has a very small circle. That was one of the things that I wrote down was like
Keep your circle small.
professionally wise, keep your circle small.
I think that's huge.
Yeah. Because sometimes too many cooks.
Too many cooks in the kitchen.
Mm.
That's what I always say. And it's not because I can't afford the employees.
You're like, I don't need you guys to water down my vision.
Yeah, it's like you guys you're not artists. You wouldn't get it.
You wouldn't
know?
get it.
You wouldn't get it. And I like how Martha just like, because I don't feel I'm this way, and I think I could take a page out of her book.
Mm-hmm.
She really knows how to hold a grudge.
Oh, yeah.
And I think I could learn how to hold a grudge.
Sometimes it's good to do that.
Agreed.
You got to remind people where you stand on stuff.
Agreed. One thing about me that I really dislike is, like, I hate someone who, like, doesn't have a backbone.
Yeah.
Like, you have to stand for something or you're going to fall for everything. You know what I mean? So deep.
Oh my God, truer words have never been spoken.
So true. No, but seriously, like, you need to, like, have a backbone. Like, I cannot. And if like, you're a friend of mine, like, you can only be so close to me if you don't have a backbone. Like, there are certain things, like, if you have done my friend wrong, I'm the person who's calming them down. I'm not going to amp them up and make it more drama. Like, I'm not that person. I'm not going to add fuel to the fire by any means. I'm going to talk them down in a very logical way. But I don't need someone to do something to me personally for me to be like, person's not for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I get that.
I'm actually more likely to hate you if you did something to my friend than to me.
Yeah.
With me, I won't hold a grudge. With other
Yeah.
people, oh my God.
Yeah,
a
I
grudge
get
will
that.
be
I
held.
totally get that.
So I like that. And I like that she's a woman who knows what she wants. And that's just it. And that's literally
I
it.
think they both are. I mean,
Agreed.
Like when I said they're maybe more similar than they are different. Thinking back to her memoir, where like if she was ever told no, that's always just like the first answer you're given.
Mm-hmm.
And people can be persuaded. Everything is negotiable, and there's always a way to a solution. And I think that's a great lesson from her as well.
Agreed. You just don't take no for an answer.
Yep.
She was amazing. Oh, this is looking a little bit crazy. What do you think I should do? Because I want to make for my chickens. This is why you
Yeah.
guys have to be watching on YouTube. I want to make them into ornaments, but I want to do like a cute little background. By the way, I did buy 4-inch rounds to add to our needlepoint hutch. If you guys ever need them, then we can like draw them.
Like the
I got the markers
stencils.
too. Yes, I bought
Yay.
some. But I'm trying to think of like the background because I'm like a gingham would be cute, but I kind of want them to like match.
Oh, gingham would be so cute. But yeah, just something, maybe like a simple decorative stitch in the background in the same thread.
I know. I was thinking that, but it's a little bit hard the way that this one's positioned, you know?
Yeah. Like to compensate around part of it? Is that what you mean?
I'm happy to be back today talking about my least favorite thing in the world, which is my afternoon slump. It happens to me every single day, and it is so hard for me to get out of my afternoon slump because I want another coffee, but I cannot have another coffee because then I'll be up till midnight, and then it's going to be this never-ending thing, and then I'm going to have an anxiety attack because I'll be so anxious because I'm not sleeping. It's like a whole thing. So I love Awake chocolate. My boyfriend also like doesn't drink coffee, and he loves these for like a little pick-me-up. They are these little chocolates that have 50 milligrams of caffeine in them, so they are half a cup of coffee. I love to eat them in the afternoon. It's the perfect pick-me-up, and I'm able to like stay focused and finish out my workday versus like having another coffee, having an anxiety attack, staying up till midnight. It's like a whole thing. These are amazing. They have the peanut butter chocolate, the milk chocolate, the caramel, and then my personal favorite, I have a full bag of these. We had originally, I want to say like 6 of these bags in the household, and people have been coming over and we're always giving them like when they want coffee, we're like, do you want coffee or do you want Awake? And of course they're choosing the chocolate, and we've been flying through these. These are the mint chocolate bites. I don't know if I already said that. Sorry. These are my favorite. They are so good. They're also really nice. I'm thinking about this because I'm going to Chicago next week, and I'm just gonna like throw a few in my bag because that's so nice to have on the go when you're in a new city and you don't like know where the good coffee is. And I'm really particular with my coffee. Like I like to make my coffee. I don't really like to like go out and get it as much, so I need these. So Awake is an innovative, functional chocolate brand that combats the afternoon scaries while providing a delicious and sweet snack. Each bite is crafted with fair trade chocolate, 50 milligrams of caffeine, and is 60 to 70 calories per bite. The 3 p.m. slump is an all too real phenomenon that can be difficult to overcome. It's too late in the day for a coffee or an energy drink, but still a few hours left to work. That's where Awake chocolate comes in. These are the easiest things to just like throw in and add into your routine, and they taste amazing. Like I look forward to it. It's like my little afternoon treat that's actually doing something for me, you know? So of course, if a code, y'all can visit awakechocolate.com and use code HouseGuest at checkout for 15% off your order. That is awakechocolate.com, awakechocolate.com, and use code HouseGuest for 15% off your order. Have we talked about how Macy tried to take you to Old Navy?
I was thinking about that literally this morning because the fleece jacket that I bought instead of going to Old Navy, I wear every morning to walk the dog.
Can you tell the listeners what happened here?
So I was in New York City.
Harrison thinks he was like hate crimed.
It's true. It's true. Macy Thompson hate crime me. Put that title of episode. I got hate crime by Macy Thompson. So I was in New York City for like a brand thing, and I had a few hours to spare before I had to go to the airport. And I was like, Macy, like, let's hang out and like let's go shopping. And so I get to Macy's apartment, and she was like, oh, I was thinking we'd like go to Old Navy or something.
And like also, this is so both of them. Like this is so, I'm like getting the text about this and I'm crying, laughing.
I'm like, I'm in New York. I'm like, every store you could want is here.
Macy loves Old Navy.
She loves Old Navy, and we're gonna go to Old Navy.
Did she tell you how she has a great Old Navy next to her? Like pretty near her?
Really?
She loves that Old Navy.
Good. You know what? I love that.
For her.
For her. No, I have some great Old Navy pieces. Nothing wrong with shopping at Old Navy. It wasn't on my list of things to do for the day.
Totally.
Sorry, it wasn't. And so we go to American Vintage, which is like the clothes look like they're from Old Navy, and they're about like 5 times the price.
More than that. By the way, the fleece that you had her buy, I'm in New York a couple weeks ago. I look at the fleece, tag is still on it. Because she still is like, I might return it because it was so expensive.
No, I feel bad because I was like, Macy, like, don't let me like muscle you into buying this. Like, I'm not telling you to buy this.
No, it's good. Macy deserves to buy nice pieces for herself.
She does.
She does. It's okay.
And like, you live in New York, a fleece jacket.
Yeah.
You should have a cute one.
She needs that. Seriously.
And then she did go back because we bought matching in the navy.
Huge.
And she took it back in exchange for the chocolate brown, which I'm mad that I didn't see when we were shopping that day. Because I would have 100% bought the brown.
She's so selfish, that Macy Thompson.
You're telling me.
It's sick.
No, we had fun that day.
I love that.
And then I bought a really cute tote bag
Oh, she was telling me. Then
and flew home.
So we're shopping with her in Soho. She's like, yeah. And then he takes me to this place, this like designer place with this bag, and he buys it so quickly. And it's like so under the radar that even the people there are like, how do you know about us? She's like, but Harrison just knows everything. And I was like, yeah, that sounds like him.
What Macy doesn't know about me is I will sit up in the middle of the night Googling bags.
Huge.
I will Google bags. I will Google sweaters. I will look at pants and shoes and clothes until I am blue in the face.
I get that. I'm such a bag girl. Less
I'm a
so
bag
since
girl too.
Lasso. Welcome to Texas, y'all. Less so since I bought my Chanel bag because now I just feel like
You have it. And it's
I have
like,
it.
Yeah,
yes.
totally.
But I love a bag. Like,
I do too.
Die for a bag. And
I
it started
love
when
a bag.
I was a young girl and I was buying, well, I wasn't buying them. I obviously was like 7. But I would like, manipulate my aunt into buying me a Juicy Couture bag.
Yeah.
And I was obsessed. And I would get all the hand-me-downs from my cousins. And that was really where things went. I would get the Juicy tracksuits. And that's where it came from.
I know.
It's not my fault.
It starts at a young age.
It does start at a young
Discovering
age.
that you're like a brand hoe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does start at a
Yeah,
young
it
age.
does. It does. It's like, I probably knew from when I was like 5 or 6 years old that I was not destined for Old Navy for the rest of my life. And that was just what it was going to be.
And you just knew.
And you just knew.
And that was just kind of it. You do have a nice shirt from Old Navy, though, that I do really like.
I do.
on
The
you.
green one?
Yeah, I do like
love
that shirt.
shirt. I love that shirt.
Credit where credit's due.
Exactly.
Credit where credit's due. And to be fair, they were saying that Old Navy is like the new Aritzia on TikTok this year.
I've
Did you
been
see
hearing
that?
this.
What are your thoughts on that?
Every couple months, something else is the new something else. So, I guess take it with a grain of salt.
Totally. You don't agree.
But it's going to sound so bad.
Please, this is what I need.
I just don't know enough about Old Navy's current offerings to tell you if it's the new Aritzia or not.
Harrison is just saying he would never look his into that direction, so he can't really speak on the subject. He'll be releasing a statement later.
I'll be releasing a statement. Me and my team are actually going to, we're going to pull a focus group. We're going to put together a blue ribbon commission to get to the bottom of this.
100%.
And I will be releasing a statement.
That's huge. What dinner parties do you think we need to be throwing this year? Because we've done some good ones, and I think we can really just continue on with our traditions.
No, we absolutely have.
What some themes would be like?
I loved our Paris, Texas
Me
party.
too.
I think another geographic mashup
Ooh, I like that.
could be a cool way to go. Mm-hmm. Is there another?
I'm just thinking of the most conservative
there,
state, most liberal state in the world.
Madrid, California, or something.
Yeah, that's fun.
Or is there something like that we could do?
I wish that
Or we pick a destination.
Yeah.
And do a party themed around that.
I like that.
Thing.
We also need to actually have enough time on Nantucket this summer to do a dinner party there. I know. Which is one of the many reasons we've got to extend that trip.
I know. And our place last year, we had a really great it was a small kitchen, but it was
good.
A well-equipped kitchen.
It was a very well-equipped kitchen.
And
here's the thing about traveling with Harrison that's so fabulous is you'll come out of your room getting ready to go to a dive bar, and we have a 3-course somehow appetizer. It's so crazy. He's just got his little phone, and then he has Caroline, poor Caroline. He has her in the corner. She makes do, though. She lives large through being your bitch, I will say.
So
she does.
true.
She enjoys it, and it is important for us to say, as we do say this. And it's just such a good time.
Enjoy it,
You
right?
do enjoy it, right?
You enjoy it.
Yeah. It's getting to her head in the corner. She's being held hostage. No, it's just so fabulous and perfect and amazing. And it really is, everyone's just so jealous. That's the thing. Mason and I always talk about, it's out of anything in our life, everyone's just so jealous of our friendship with you.
That is sad.
It's so funny because it's also sorry, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not including you now that I know
funny.
Because we can't risk people taking our place. You know what I mean? Especially if I think they're cool. And I'm not a gatekeeper at all. Actually,
but you're gatekeeping me.
Yeah, I'm gonna start.
That's really special.
I was actually kidding when I said that, but now I might start. It's kind of a good idea. I do think it would serve us well. I think this in 2026, I would like for us to expand our dinner party circle. Because you've got
I'm with you.
You've got different circles of friends for different things, and I think that we could definitely expand a dinner party.
I'm with you.
What makes a good dinner party guest is that they're interesting.
Yes. I will tell you we had so much fun doing our Christmas party this year.
Oh, that was so fun.
And I used to live in LA, and I lived with my best friend Ryan. But before I lived with him, he was living with his brother, and they would throw these incredible Christmas parties. And what was so great about them was that they invite people from every corner of their life.
Yes.
So you've got current coworkers mingling with old coworkers, mingling with college friends, mingling with your family, mingling with your neighbors, and it's this really cool confluence of a cross section of people in your life, and I think that is really a recipe for something really great.
Agreed.
Because people start to like find commonalities, or they leave with like a new friend that they will hang out with after the fact, or they'll say, "Oh my God, I didn't know that Kenzie's neighbor was so much fun," or "I didn't know Kenzie's cousin was so cool," and that is a really fun thing to produce as a host or a hostess.
I was actually just saying this in a recording today, but the best thing about hosting is when it's like generational.
Yeah.
When it's all different ages, which is what I loved about our Friendsgiving, because it was like my family, Charlie's family, all of like friends and stuff. And it is the best because it's so interesting. Like our favorite, like my favorite guest, not even that he was a guest, was your house, was your dad. Like it's just so fun because like I love talking to people who are not like in your everyday circles. That's why I like Needlepoint, because they're around women that are not in our everyday circles, you know?
Right.
But I do love that. I think that's something we could really shake up.
Totally.
You know? And you know Susu's in, so
absolutely.
That's so easy and so
but
simple.
That's kind of like a fun rule you can plug into whatever, and that's something you could do at any size gathering.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be, a 35-person Christmas party like I did. It can be your 5-person mahjong night, or it can be your 4-person breakfast on a Saturday. So I think it's good to give yourself permission to like mix things up. It doesn't have to always be the one group that you socialize with. That's
why I really want to host the intern dinner party. So this is my Nancy Meyer series that is being drawn out across 5 years. But in the intern, it's never ending.
How many movies are left?
Well, I actually need to do the math, like 5 probably,
okay.
4 or 5. But the movie The Intern is actually it's like the most underrated Nancy Meyers movie to ever exist, but I love that movie. It's Anne Hathaway and Robert De Niro. Yep. And Anne Hathaway has this really, really successful startup. She goes from like 0 to 200 employees in like 18 months, and they're massive. And she's like very stressed out. And it's kind of like off the like girl boss era.
Got it.
They end up hiring senior interns, but they're senior citizen interns. They're not like seniors in college interns. Yeah. And it's Robert De Niro, and he had just lost his wife. I literally could cry thinking about the beginning clips of him. Like, oh my God, like old people alone, like makes you like, I literally can't.
Is it like the scene from Up?
Kind of. In my eyes.
Disney adult?
In my eyes. Yeah, Disney adult. So it's a really beautiful movie, and he comes in, and she's really resistant to it at first, and then it is this whole thing of this, like, again, intergenerational, like, relationship, and it's really beautiful and sweet, and that's why whenever, like, the timing works out, I really want to do The Intern, because it's going to be Yumi and Caroline, and then I'm going to invite, like, cute. Susu, her friends, and my grandma, so we'll have people. It's not like that they're all retired senior citizens. That's not really what it's about for like what I'm hosting, at least. It's gonna be of like different generations where like we're learning from them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's cool. That's really cool.
And I love that idea, and I've been wanting to do it for like literally a year.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So like need to get on to that.
That's a good one.
That will be very, very good.
Another concept I think could be cool just from like a menu perspective is to host a party where the menu is centered around like one ingredient.
I love that when they do like butter parties and stuff. Yeah.
Or like a tomato party, and everything has tomatoes in it, but it might not be like how you expect. Or maybe
really quickly, we need to think about like what food would have like highest budget. That's what we need to think. Like, what specifically here? You know, like sometimes people are like sponsored by sleep.
Yes.
Like I'm looking to be sponsored by like tomatoes.
Yep.
And it's like a joint deal.
Yep.
This would be huge. So if you have a food brand, just like be thinking about that.
No, seriously.
No, I do think that's a really good idea though. What would you do? What if we did like, I don't know, we'd have to be like creative. It
has to be something like kind of fun and like seasonal.
Yes.
Like maybe around like Easter or springtime, you do a carrot party.
Love that.
It's like all carrots.
Carrots would be fun.
Yeah.
Because like glazed carrots, carrot cake.
Carrot cake.
You know, that's Charlie's favorite cake.
I also love a carrot cake.
I got him a carrot
Charlie
cake.
and I are synced.
Oh, by the way, I have a gift for you. I meant to give it to you last week.
Wow,
but
really?
I saw some ornaments and I picked some up for you. But
oh my God, thank you.
I just spoiled it. But I got him the carrot cake thing whenever I got you, I think it was Christmas.
Yeah.
The last ornaments I got you, I can't remember.
Yeah, because you got me pickles.
Yes. So I was ordering from those, but I found some more when I was out shopping. One thing about Harrison and I are we're always shopping for each other. Literally
it's so
always.
True.
We're always shopping for
it's
each other.
It's so true. Every time I go in there, I'm like, oh, Kenzie, I love that.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, this is so Harrison.
I'm kind of like not natural, but well, I guess I am a natural gift giver.
I am too. I love language is gift giving.
Me too.
We're both the same.
100%.
Yes. But like because you and I are the same, it makes it really easy. We also have very similar taste.
Yeah.
Like it's different,
It's like
but
if
it's the
I'd
same.
like it, you'd like it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like guys, I just have some like ideas for you for some canvases. I started
Okay.
on like a little Pinterest board for you, and I think we're like really getting somewhere.
I've also been thinking of, like, if I were to go that route, like, what might be a fun couple of designs, and Caroline's giving me some great ideas too.
I love that.
See, I
She stays
gotta
locked
give
in.
credit where credit's due to my assistant.
Nope, to your unpaid assistant.
Yep.
It's so real. Everyone needs an unpaid assistant. That's yours.
Yeah.
That's like family. You know what I mean? So like you're so fine. It's so good. Another thing I like about Martha Stewart is that she's just like she's really all or nothing. Like she's either gonna be the best or she's not gonna do it at all. And I like that about her. Because sometimes you should just give up. You know what I mean? But I like how she's just so adamant about it.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
And I like how Ina doesn't take things too seriously.
That's true.
In the same breath, like I really respect that about her. Like it's really not that serious.
Ina can really laugh at herself.
She can, and it's such a good skill.
Martha's made her entire kind of third wave as a
Yeah.
as a career woman laughing at herself.
100%.
Yeah, I think Ina definitely has the propensity for that too. She's in on the joke.
Being in on the joke is so
And that's
big.
huge. That's huge. You got to be in on the joke.
And I don't feel like Martha was until the roast.
Yeah.
I feel like she was very offended and very angry, and she was very, of course, with the court case and, prison.
Yeah, a little jaded maybe.
Yeah, I think she was very jaded, and she was... Also, I think there's something to be said. I do have empathy for women. Like, I hate when women are not, like, championing... Like, not in the whole girl's girl. Like, I know that's been, like, so warped, and it's, like, the new girl boss thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I hate when women are, like, not championing each other. And, like, I think just people in general, like, there's always... Like, rising tides raise all ships. Like, there's always room for people at the table.
Yeah.
And I don't like when people are, like, gatekeeping things or not celebrating people in the same industry. I think like even like not to bring everything goes back to needlepoint, but I think needlepoint is a very evident thing because the more popular one shop gets, the more popular another shop gets because you're not buying every canvas at the same shop. So it's important because it's just building the industry.
Right.
So I think I do have a lot of empathy for women who are older because I think I know for a fact, like that was harder, one as a woman in business, but also it was just different and there was less women in general. So you really had to fight your way to the top and they were not really banding together. And I think that when you've been in an industry and it's kind of been like that, not to say Martha's like that, I don't know, but like when you just any older woman, when you've been in an industry like that, it's really hard to unlearn those things. I don't agree with them. I don't ever want to be that way, but I can understand how someone gets there when it's just harder to be a woman and it's harder to like rise to the top.
Yeah.
So I do have like empathy for them, whereas like I don't really have empathy for someone who's like my age doing that. You know what I mean? It's like you don't need to be that way.
Right.
But I think that when the roast came around, that really changed Martha. I mean, Martha says it changed her career because she showed that she was funny.
Yeah.
And also I feel like she took it better and it wasn't so serious.
Yeah.
And maybe that was around the time she started smoking weed. And that could have also. When do you think the first time Martha Stewart smoked weed was? Do you think it was
Probably earlier in life than you think.
I would agree with that. Yeah. I think that her and her ex-husband were definitely smoking.
Probably.
100%. That first house in Connecticut.
They were doing some like 70s kind of like wasn't weed different back then or something?
Probably.
Isn't there like research on that?
Yeah, I think it was different.
Yeah. They were doing that type of stuff.
Yeah, they were doing like a... Martha was actually doing the best kind of weed.
She grew it herself.
Yeah, no, by the way, she probably was. She 100% was. She's probably been growing marijuana in her backyard for years. 100%. And I think that she probably took a break for a little bit. And then I think that in her later years, I don't know if it was prison, I don't know if it was Snoop Dogg, but someone brought her back to that. To gardening.
And she goes, you know what? Like, I miss this.
And she always wants to be the best at everything, and she was the best at gardening, and she wanted to be the best at the other kind of gardening.
That's so true. Oh my
and
God.
that's how it happened.
The way people call it gardening now.
Harrison, you know
the way that the American language vernacular has changed because of TikTok.
No, it's crazy.
Because we can't say smoking weed or taking an edible. We have to say gardening.
I know. I'm like, are we going to beat this?
People don't die anymore. They get unalived.
Oh, I know. Oh, don't even get Harrison started on this stuff. I mean,
this stuff.
It is. You're not going to find a friend in him. I can tell you that much.
You want to talk about brain rot?
I would like to, actually. Where do you think this generation's heading?
You want to talk about brain rot? It's not the Italian memes. It's the, like, can't say something
Yeah.
for what it is because
people are
because
like,
TikTok's gonna like deplatform you or something.
yeah, and the craziest part about it is it's one certain group of people that we're in.
Yeah.
That, by the way, we are, but like it's us against each other is what it is.
It
like
is.
it's not even like
It is.
It really is. Like I hate to point fingers,
Yeah.
but like it is crazy.
Yeah, and having to abbreviate things.
Oh,
You can't
yeah.
say sex, you have to say segs. People actually do that. Imagine
I thought that
typing
was a
out.
joke.
Imagine typing out SEGGS and posting it. Are you crazy? Are you crazy?
I can't even imagine you posting anything period with sex, let alone SEGGS.
Honey, I know nothing about it.
No,
You know what I mean?
News to me.
Yeah.
Never heard of that.
Never heard of it. I don't know what that is. Let me work on my Diet Coke needlepoint and pee.
No, literally. It actually is like so crazy.
It's crazy.
Wait, so what are like some things that you want to do this year? Like what are we looking at?
What are we looking at? I think I'm gonna be traveling a little bit more this year than I did last year.
Wow. And you were traveling quite a bit too.
Yeah. So I've got another Europe trip coming up in next month.
One thing about Harrison, he's always going to be in Vegas or Europe.
Yep.
Huge.
To my
You
best
should put
friend,
air tags
Haley.
on your needlepoints though.
Oh,
Huge.
guys, I had a needlepoint project get stolen on a train in Italy.
Sick.
It was sick.
Like, steal my laptop. Don't steal my project.
Laptop, you can have
Honestly,
it.
steal me.
Steal me. I'd rather be sold into human trafficking. But if I can have my needlepoint with me, I'll survive.
Fair. That's
You know
so
what?
fair.
I'll survive.
As long as you have your canvas with you. I mean, you
Literally.
put time and effort into that.
Literally. As long as there's an LNS wherever we're going.
Marianne's on speed dial.
Speed dial. You're gonna overnight me my threads. It's my secret location to a certain island.
It's crazy because he's serious. He means it with his whole heart.
I do.
That's huge.
I actually do.
Okay, so we're gonna air tag your needlepoint.
Yeah, we're gonna
canvases.
air tag my needlepoint this trip, and there's a needlepoint store in Paris that I really, really want to go
Harrison,
to.
that makes me sick. I'm so jealous.
Chrissy went.
Literally, no. Speaking of Chrissy, this is literally when I was obsessed with Chrissy, and then Harrison goes to New York, God forbid, 3 weeks before me, and he's with Chrissy the whole day. This is literally what's happening.
I know.
Well, can you bring me back something?
I'll bring you back to the
Okay, perfect.
I was planning on
Are you
it.
going to London?
Not this trip, no.
Okay.
We're thinking about doing a London trip around Christmas.
Love that. You should. We're going to the Cotswolds in October.
That's right, you have a wedding up there?
Yeah, and I need to go to London because they have like the store at the house purses, which I am like so hard at work trying to develop those guys. Those are so hard to do. But like I will be making it work. Don't you worry. Do you think I can basket weave these guys? I'm a basket weave girl. Do you think I should or okay?
You totally can.
Basket weave is so much stronger.
It is. So if you're going to be like doing anything that's usable,
Yeah, like a belt.
key fob, a belt, a dog collar, it should be basket weave.
Like, would you wear a needlepoint belt?
I was just talking to Caroline about this.
I don't
doesn't
either.
think I would.
I was so here. Okay, do you want to hear my thought process this morning?
It's a little vineyard vines.
Kirsten took the words right out of my mouth. I
Yeah.
said, I think that it is a little too straight for you.
It's a little straight.
I think that's
hang
what
on.
it is.
It's
You
a
love-
little too straight or it's a little too gay.
So real.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes. Yeah, because yeah.
It's a little too Palm Beach interior designer and my hair goes up this high.
Yeah.
You know?
For you, like, but I don't feel that way about other people who wear needlepoint belts, but like for you wearing a needlepoint belt,
That's
it
how I
does
would
feel
look.
that way.
I would look like George Santos in a needlepoint belt. I would.
Call it what it is.
I would look like George Santos in a needlepoint belt.
I just think it's not
and like the
you.
little Carson Kressley loafers.
No.
I'm already in loafer psychosis.
But
I don't need any more, especially not needle-pointed loafers.
Yeah, needlepointed loafers are not for you. I maybe at a certain age.
See,
I think we're gonna get there.
now it's a slippery slope.
Here's the thing. I do think there's a world in which, like, I think you're gonna end up in a needlepoint belt at some point. Yes, I do.
I kind of do too, but it's like if I designed my own.
That's what I was gonna say. It has to be your own.
Like it would have to be like, yes, maybe the belt is needle pointed, but the belt is not a needle point belt. Does that make sense?
100%. I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking about this morning when I was needlepointing my dad's belt, and I was like, Harrison would never wear this.
Yeah.
But
I don't want one with like
You don't want like the
nautical
icons.
flags and anchors and lobsters and like.
Yeah, you don't want like an East Coast one or like a life belt necessarily. Or you could do a life belt if it was. You know what I'm talking about with a life belt?
Yes, where it's like symbols of. Like,
Yeah, if it was like custom made,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? Like if it was custom and like designed to your liking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think so. That's a great question. Really makes you think.
Really makes you think.
Really had to tap in.
Really. I am doing my first belt right now. It's kind of addicting. I understand the hype. That's why I made myself learn basket weave.
You learned basket weave.
By the way, it took me half a second to learn it. Why did I?
Once you get it, you're like boom, boom, boom. Flying.
It was crazy. I'm like down. What is it? Up the stairs, down the poles. That was it. That's all I needed to know. And I was like, oh, done.
It scratches an itch in my brain.
It does.
That continental just doesn't scratch for me.
And I have been stitching for years at this point. Like, why was I not doing that? But I don't really like a decorative stitch as much. I'm really picky with those.
You have to be really picky with the decorative stitches.
Because it can be not
be
so good
much.
So quickly. Yeah, I'm not always so into that.
A little fast.
It can be a little fast. I'm thinking I'm going to get like 35 projects done this year at this point, though.
Good for you.
Not really, but like here's the thing. I'm working on a lot of bigger projects.
Yeah.
That like friend of mine stuff will be developing. So I don't know, but I am like really into it.
Yeah.
Oh God, I did something bad here. Oh, that is not
Story of
good.
my life.
Like seriously, why does this stuff happen? Why do bad things happen to good people?
To okay people like us.
I noticed how I paused when I said good. Okay, so you're going to Europe.
Yes. And then I think I'm going to do a quick California trip. First part of this year to go see my college friends.
Fun.
It's the year where it's like everyone in my life is turning 30.
Yeah.
Including me.
Should we talk about that or
no?
Okay.
No.
It's kind of like off limits. Like everyone socially just knows we can't talk about it.
It's very off limits. And if you are in my life and you bring it up.
Mm-hmm. Well, to be fair, you brought it up just now.
I did.
So notice how
Well, people ask me all the time how old I am. So I'm like, okay, I'm coming clean.
Harrison, notice how like you said, like everyone in my life is turning 30 and how I kept my mouth shut about, well, that's because you're turning 30.
And thank you.
Yeah. He's having a harder time with it than most, I would say.
I know. But it's like, I was talking to one of my friends about this, who's also turning 30. And she was like, the way that I'm seeing it is like, to be 29 feels kind of old.
Agreed.
But to be 30 feels kind of young.
Yeah. Well, I'm so ready to be 30. I turn 30 next year.
And I celebrate that for you and love that for you and wish you nothing but peace and happiness on your journey to the big 3-0.
Totally.
Not going to be me.
Yeah, it isn't you, and that's okay.
I'm going to wake up that morning and probably want to unalive myself.
And at least you're just honest.
I'm honest.
You're
they
honest.
can keep that one because I said unalive. So
totally. Harrison and like the PC police are like this.
That's me.
You love that.
That is me.
You love that.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to feel. Like, I'll wake up on the day and I'll let you know.
Here's what's going to happen. Like, you're going to be fine.
I know.
And you're going to be like, oh, guys, it's really not so bad.
But I really do think I'm going to have to be on a trip. I'm going to have to be somewhere.
I know. We'll make that happen. It's going to be good. I think it's going to be like a really good time.
I think so too.
And you know what? What's going to happen is like, because you're 30 at that point, you are going to like, because it's you and like you, God forbid, you're like something that you don't want to be, you're going to like be the poster child for being 30 and how 30 is the best thing ever. And like, you're younger than ever and hotter than ever. And like,
see, I like that.
You're going to flip the script real quick.
I will say, I feel the best this day and age about how I look and how I feel and like who I am and all of that. Like, definitely firing on all cylinders there. If only I was, like, 4 years younger. That's just why I get the Botox, though. You know?
No, that's so real.
These things are solvable.
They are solvable. No, I think that your early 20s are just such a, like...
Ooh.
They're such a dark time, honestly.
They're dark, but it's like, you don't even really know how dark they are.
Yeah, because it gets so much better. But everyone tells you it gets so much better, and you're like, all right, you old hag, shut up.
Exactly.
You know? And then you get to that age, and you're like, oh.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care about anything. And I look back at the things that I cared about, and I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Ew.
I know.
It's crazy.
So there's this, I guess it's a trend, whatever. People are like posting pictures of themselves from 2016.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And so I went back and looked at like photos of myself today from 2016 and I was like, wow. Wow.
I can't partake in that trend because that was actually a dark time for me. 2016 was fun, but looking back, I'm like, it just brings me back to a dark era. Mm-hmm. Even though 2016 was fun. Like, I was a part of the 2016 was fun thing, but I'm like, I don't want that.
It's fun till about November.
And then it got dark. It was summer 2016 that was good.
Summer 2016, nothing
could stop me.
Ever beat that.
I think this summer, and I think we're going to make it happen. And let me
That's
tell you
gotta be.
how. We're going to have a lot of needlepoint. We're going to have a lot of travel.
And we're going to Nantucket for like a whole month.
Please.
Would you do like a whole month?
I would do at least 2 weeks. The problem is the dogs.
The problem is the dogs.
Here's the thing.
I have a hard time being away from Oscar for that long. Caroline will tell you, this weekend, I was like...
Well, she says you're like the craziest dog owner that's ever existed.
I kind of am.
Yeah.
I love him.
No, and that's good. And I feel that way too, but one of my dogs is paralyzed. So it's really hard to leave for that long.
Yeah.
She has a great dog sitter. But it would be amazing if we had
Coco could travel.
It would be amazing if we had a little PJ. So if you could find someone between now and then that could fly us privately to Nantucket, I'm there for a month.
Wait, okay, so...
Realistically, we know someone who has
now we need to
better
recalibrate as a group.
Okay.
And the focus needs... Text the group chat right now.
All right.
The focus needs to be PJ to Nantucket by this summer.
Okay. Harrison just said PJ to Nantucket by this summer.
This is Trump dictating tweets to his staff.
He said he... Harrison is so... You know what? You kind of operate that way.
No! Oh my God.
Not in like a value center like you're anything like Trump, but in the way of like
There's a little...
the little dictatorship there.
Can I pop in for 1 second?
Please.
Those two have more in common than Harrison likes.
Caroline just said, okay, can I pop in for a second? Those two have more in common than Harrison likes to admit. All right. And she said it.
She said it.
She said
And now
it.
we said it.
I think this is good. And I'm going to say something that you're not going to like.
Okay, I'm ready to hear it.
I think realistically, it's going to have to be someone who's single. Because who is going to give a plane to someone who's like has a boyfriend?
So
you know
it's
what I
gonna be-
mean?
Well...
It's you or Macy. Or?
Macy's betrothed to our Airbnb host from last summer.
We'll beep out that, the who it is. But Macy actually has a boyfriend on Nantucket, so she's out.
Yeah, Macy, maybe he'd be willing to arrange.
If he could arrange, I would like
Honey,
that.
I saw that G-Wagon.
I know, that was crazy. The way these people live is crazy.
I know.
It is crazy.
It is pretty crazy.
I like that, though. I like where you're going there. All right, so it's either
yeah.
you or Macy can cheat.
Yeah, it's fine.
She'd be so down to cheat.
Presley's single.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that might be the
This might be
avenue
the
we gotta
ticket.
go because I've got some ideas.
This
up my
might be the
sleeve.
ticket,
This might be the
actually.
ticket. This is huge.
Makes you think.
Makes you think.
No, if we could PJ direct Dallas to Nantucket, none of this Philly layover.
No layover. Do you think they even do that? Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
for sure. For sure.
Yeah. None of this Philly layover business. None of this LaGuardia layover business.
Or Boston. No.
Or Boston. It's straight to
And
and fro.
definitely no ferry.
Absolutely not.
No, when we were booking the trips last summer, and I actually do think when you're flying the way that we fly, I do think it's more expensive when you end up flying in and taking the ferry by how much you have to drive and whatever has to be.
Gotta be.
But Macy was like, well, why don't we just ferry? And like we were talking, and I was like, do you think Harrison Wallace is going to get on a ferry? Be for real right now. So thank you for that.
Of course.
You're going to take a ferry to
I'm
Old
doing
Navy.
my part. Taking a ferry. In Italy, would even take the ferries.
That doesn't
We
surprise me.
booked the ferry tickets, and then Rubber met the road, and I said, I'm not doing that.
So this isn't for me.
I'm not doing that.
No.
I did take the ferry from Boston to P-Town. That was fine.
Oh, you know my uncles, like, they do that a lot.
See?
They live in that area. I would love to make a trip. P-Town's like my mom's favorite place to go.
It's so fun.
And I know I would love it.
Oh, yeah.
You know what's like a crazy pattern about me is that I would say like majority of my friends are gay. And it is kind of crazy that I haven't been to P-Town specifically, just given like the actual like look of P-Town, given
Right.
like what I like aesthetically.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is kind of shocking.
It is shocking.
We'd have so much fun. It is
Yeah.
one of the most fun places, like, ever.
We have to go.
Yeah.
You would love my
It'd be
uncles
a
too.
great little Nantucket add-on.
Yeah, I was just thinking, why don't we just go there for a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
I like that, too.
Thank you guys so much for being a part of our like 2026 planning.
This was really productive.
This is a really productive conversation
is
that
a
we
really productive
had, and I feel like
conversation.
I hope you guys really enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it.
Did you get a lot done?
Yeah, so I did the border, and then I started basket weave here, and I was kind of messing it up just because it's a little. It's not confusing to basket weave; it's because of the actual fiber.
Uh-huh.
But I love that. What progress did you make today?
Okay, so I did it again. So I am working on my little Coke here, and I'm getting all my dark brown sparkly done. So I'd say I'm like 3/4 of the way there with the dark brown sparkly, and then I've just got a couple other colors left.
Absolutely love that.
I'm
It's
thinking
stunning.
like a buttery yellow
Have to.
border.
Oh
Just,
my God.
3-4 stitches around, and then I'll have it finished as an ornament, like in that shape, I think.
Remember last summer when Caroline and I were like such butter yellow fiends that like we literally couldn't stop talking about it and going anywhere. And if there was anything butter
It was the year
yellow,
of butter yellow.
oh my God, we were crazy.
It was butter yellow psychosis.
It was.
The
we
world
were
around.
We were in a butter yellow psychosis. It was crazy. All right. Well, love y'all. Bye.
Bye.